I bought an iPhone 14 online and I want to see if we can still make money flipping phones in 2026. I checked dozens of eBay listings, but I couldn't find anything worthwhile. So I moved to Facebook Marketplace, and after some scrolling, I finally found something that caught my eye. The seller listed it for 250 euros, which seemed a bit steep, but I figured I could negotiate. After some back and forth, I got him down to 170.
3 days later.
Okay, we got the package. So far, so good. It arrived in about 3 days, just like the seller said it would. So the problem he described was basically works fine, but sometimes it shuts down on its own. It's vague, but that's usually the battery, right? Easy fix. Worst case scenario, it's the main board, but I was willing to take that risk. Let's just hope I didn't burn myself on this one. Right away, I noticed scratches on the frame and the camera rings. This phone has been through some rough times, but we don't need to replace the body. The screen is covered in scratches too, and the left corner has a crack. The seller never mentioned any of this. The photos in the listings must have been different because this phone looks way worse than what I saw online. I press the power button, nothing. The phone doesn't react at all, not even a flicker. I plug in the cable, thinking maybe the battery is just completely dead, still nothing. I let it charge for an hour and I'll come back. Same result, still nothing. The phone is completely unresponsive. This is not what I was promised over chat. Something's very wrong here. Time to open it up and see what's actually going on inside. I grab my pentalobe screwdriver and remove the 2 screws at the bottom. I'm really hoping this isn't just someone dumping their dead phone on me, but I'm still optimistic we can fix whatever's wrong. I place the suction cup on the back glass and prepare my heat gun. The iPhone 14 series introduced this rear opening design, which is actually much better because you can access the battery and everything else without risking the screen. It's a smart move by Apple. But before I even start heating it, the back glass just pops open on its own. That's a huge red flag. This thing has definitely been opened before. Normally, you need heat and a bit of effort to get this off. Was this from a previous repair attempt, or did some hobby enthusiast try to fix it and fail? People watch a YouTube tutorial, think they've got it, try the repair, and then quickly find out it's way harder than it looked. I lift off the back glass and immediately see fingerprints and leftover glue everywhere. Yeah, someone was definitely in here before. First thing I want to do is test the battery. I remove the 2 screws holding down the shield, then disconnect the battery connector. The cable is slightly glued to the motherboard, so I'm being careful here. And now for the charging coil. First, I remove the shield so I can get to the connector safely. There's 1 screw holding it down. Then I unplug the flex cable, and only after that do I take off the back. On the iPhone 14, that cable is a part of the wireless charging system. Now for the battery removal. I can see it's still the original battery with the original adhesive pull tabs. This model uses strip tabs to remove the battery, but honestly, they almost never work properly. I gave them a quick try and immediately gave up. Instead, I use isopropyl alcohol. I apply it around the edges of the battery and let it sit for a bit. This method is so much easier and saves you from the frustration of snap tabs. After a few minutes I check and the battery is starting to come loose. Perfect. Let's pull it out completely and remove the rest of the pull tabs. Here's the thing. I picked the iPhone 14 specifically because I have one lying around with a broken mainboard. So I'm going to take the battery from that phone and test it in this one. A new battery for the iPhone 14 costs around 30 euros here in Europe, so using a spare saves me some cash. I connect the new battery, press the power button, and the Apple logo shows up. That's a good sign. The phone is booting up, and if it doesn't go into a boot loop, we're golden. Maybe this won't be so bad after all. What? This is very, very bad. Activation lock. This phone is still linked to the previous owner's iCloud. There's absolutely no way around this without their credentials. I was explicitly told there was no iCloud lock on this phone. This device is now a brick. It's completely unusable. I can't sell it, I can't use it, and I can't do anything with it. Let's do the math. I bought the device for 170 euros. Parts cost me 0 because I use spare battery, but the phone is locked to iCloud, so it's worthless as a functional device. The only silver lining here is that I can still use some of the parts, though many will be locked due to Apple's new security features. The hardware itself works, but components like the battery won't calibrate properly and will leave a warning message in the system settings. Since I'm stuck with this one, I might turn it into a Frankenstein phone in a future video, but hey, lesson learned. Always check the activation lock, make the seller unlock it in front of you, and meet in person whenever you can. Want more episodes where I buy broken phones and try flipping them for profit? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.